You know, we did the interview with Ruby a few days ago, but they were speculating that, you know what I'm saying, you may have been trying to traffic her. What's your response to that?
That's what I was trying to tell you.
People took it a step further and was saying that if you tried to do that to Ruby, were you possibly involved with something with Jemiah? So what's going on, man? So you're the guy that she was talking about?
Well, yeah, I guess I'm the guy she was talking about.
What was going on? Like, you tell me from your perspective what happened.
Okay, now, from my perspective, what really happened was...
What's up, YouTube? I have the best trainer in Atlanta and possibly the world. Hit him up on Instagram, at KD with the Muscle. Now, back to the content. What's up, YouTube? Atlanta Street Interviews. Out here with the special guys. So, you know, we did the interview with Ruby a few days ago. And, you know, she was telling us about just the different things that was going on. She gave us the update with Jemiah that, you know, basically she didn't know anything. But one of the things that she talked about was she said that we talked about how when she had called me a few weeks back and she was really excited because she was like, Marcus, you know, man, a lot of people watch your videos. This church group reached out to me. They came down here to Atlanta. They came downtown. They was handing out stuff to people and doing all kind of stuff. And they linked up with Chris. They wanted to meet Jemiah and Jaden, and they got to meet Ruby. And so she was really, really excited. And, you know, that was that. And then about a week or so later, she called me and she kind of had a different story. And so we talked about that on this part right here of the interview. And so that's basically what she said. And so what's going on, man? So you're the guy that she was talking about?
Well, yeah, I guess I'm the guy she was talking about.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, man. So nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you too, brother. I like your show, man. I enjoy watching it.
Hey, man, I appreciate that. I appreciate that 100%. All right, so, you know, so what was going on? Like, you tell me from your perspective what happened.
Okay, now, from my perspective, what really happened was we had watched your show, and, you know, I kind of relate to a lot of things that some of those people are going through. I think probably everybody can. And just when I came across Ruby, I just felt like for her to not have nothing, to watch out for other people, that had to be like a big heart, you know. So I related to that. And we went down there. See, I drive trucks. So we went down there and whatnot. And my boss stays down there. So when we went down there and whatnot, I was asking my boss, I said, is it really like that in Atlanta? Because people from Fayetteville, we go down there a lot. But they don't talk about it. They just talk about the clubs, the malls, stuff like that. So when I went down there, automatically when we were walking, I spotted Chris. I'm like, oh man, little Chris.
So you just like randomly spotted him? Or did you go down there looking for him?
Nah. Randomly spotted him when we was walking on the downtown area.
Okay.
Like downtown, Pacific.
Yeah, 5 points.
It was like Martin Luther King's holiday. 5 points.
Yep, okay.
And when we seen Chris, I got it on my Facebook. I gave Chris everything I had in my pocket, and that was money wise. Then I also had I had Cash App too. So the ones that had Cash App, whoever God had led me to, because I have a story myself, but it wasn't about me. I don't have no YouTube channel, man. I never said I would be bigger than you. I like what you're doing, and I was trying to take Ruby per se on what she had been through, how she had a big heart and wasn't like needing mental help so bad that I thought that she wasn't down bad that you couldn't help her.
Right.
And so when I went down there, I met like police officers that was watching her for 6 hours. I'm like, hey, I see, did y'all just give some money to this girl a couple hours back? I'm like, yeah, what's going on? He started crying. He started crying because he was like, he found out we wasn't with no organization. And I'm not saving that. My dad is a preacher, but I'm not saving that. It was just doing what I felt like God wanted me to do. I always wanted to give back in my situations. That's why I was liking your show. As a matter of fact, I love your show. It ain't no liking on it, because I see that you take what you're doing and you're trying to better people and bring awareness. In Fayetteville, North Carolina, if they're homeless, their pride issue is high. So you're not going to see what you see in Atlanta.
Right.
For me through my situation, to see that Atlanta has openly homeless, you know, and they're not just on drugs or whatnot. You know, some of these people really can be helped if they had the resources, but you don't know their story. You can't judge nobody. So that's where it affected me. You cannot judge nobody on a book. I got a good job, I work, but I had to go through some things to get to some things.
Right.
So I know how it is. All right. We had I'm gonna show you some things. We had got some items over here. All right.
Okay, I see it.
My female friend Vicky, she works in embroidery, and she was getting the shirts or whatnot that we needed, but the shirts kept changing up from white, yellow. The last thing was pink. Now, as far as those flyers, I had told her to send me a picture so I could put it on the flyer. I ain't trying to battle or nothing like that, because I was more disappointed in what she was saying, because that was crazy. And she sent a picture. She had went out or whatnot, and she sent a picture, but she had forgot. So I got all text messages. I made sure I kept that. All right. So because you never know how people in North Carolina, they play like this.
Yeah.
So
Trust me. It's always best to have some type of something to back you up.
Yeah, and I keep that. You know, from life experience, I keep that. But so what was I at? Yeah, she had sent a picture or whatnot, and the picture that she had sent, it wasn't a picture you probably would have. She had clothes on, and it wasn't a picture that you probably would have went for women empowerment. Now, the other picture that she had sent me, it was her birthday, so she had got a dress in it. So I say, send me a picture of your dress. You know, I fuck with her in a certain manner to say, hey man, I like what she doing. Shit, just send me a picture of your dress then. Shit, you want to talk about your hair and stuff? You was happy, it's your birthday. Okay, send me a picture of your dress. All right. She sent a picture. So I used that one picture of the dress and I tried to make a flyer. Now, we wasn't making the flyer. We were just dibbling and dabbling, because she was telling us that she wanted to come down here every time she talked to us. She was willing to want to get away. So we were like, okay, as far as offering her a job, all right, Vicky is a manager. So Vicky said that she'll hire. I done seen Vicky hire a lot of people that me and Vicky got the same heart. That you hire people that they don't really come to work. So it's kind of a bad look. So when I seen that, I'm like, damn, we can help her out with this. We got cheaper stuff down here that we can get socks cheaper, shirts at 75 cents a piece. I'm like, man, it's a lot of things we can do. So we went ahead and got a big Amazon cart. It's like $400. Now she's saying she was gonna do this. I ain't see none of that. She said she worked at Amazon. I talked to her numerous times, and I never questioned it to her, but I always told her, the ladies, I was like, I don't never hear her talking about work, and she just calls. I didn't call her like that. This was just like 7 or 8 days ago. She telling me, you can call me, you don't have to act like you can't call me. I didn't want to call her because it wasn't personal. It's a difference. If it was personal, yeah, you're gonna blow somebody up. Hey, how you doing? What's going on? Now, I never asked for a booty shot. I told her you can have clothes on. Just, we wanted to see what you look like, because she never seen what we look like. And she video chatted me one day and said she thought I was dark skinned and tall. And I was like, damn, something wrong? You know, she like, nah, it was just how you talk. I thought you was a little bit taller and dark skinned. It's nothing. You look good or whatever. I was like, okay, I appreciate it. And I had told her, only time I seen it was on the video when you walked up on her. And I said, I barely could see you. So when she video chatted me, she was doing her hair, but it was the front of her standing up. And her and her sister, whoever was joking, whoever it was, about how it was right in my face. And, you know, me being respectful, I'm like, you know, trying to look away, because that ain't what I'm there for. But if you're putting it out in somebody's face, eventually they're going to pay attention to, hey, man, I got two ladies, so I'm telling her, hey, man, I don't know what's going on, man. She, you know, stuff like that.
So you saying that she was trying to put her booty in front of you?
I wouldn't say the way she did it. I'm not gonna play it like that. What it was, when she video chatted me the first time, she was standing up doing her hair, and she had biker shorts. You could see from her knees up, but what was right in front of me was the knees to probably the stomach. When she video chatted, her friend had said, "You gonna put whatever in front of his face like that?" And they were giggling, and she was like, "I'm sorry, I ain't mean to do that." I'm like, I'm 40, man. Who gonna video chat you? And it's gonna be like right there at you. You know what I'm saying? When I
so let me just ask, right? Just man to man, was there like a little bit of flirty energy, you know, going on or anything like that?
Nah. You can see it in my eyes, bro. Nah.
So it wasn't. So it
I did
wasn't.
this all to help, bro.
And so you ain't asked nothing about no back shots or booty shots or nothing like that?
Nah. That's what I said when I walked up to her. I never seen her like from afar, cause when you walked up to her, I never seen from afar. You were like, when you start your camera, you be close kind of up on her.
Right.
So when she sent that picture saying that she thought I would have been tall and such, I said, well, I ain't never really seen you when I asked for a picture. I said, you can test, you like, you think I'm fat or something, I'm thick. I'm like, I mean, I ain't really never seen you like that. I'm just saying you can have clothes on just to show the other girls what she looked like, because she wanted to see us. One had video chat, the other didn't. So every time I talked to her, I would go like this, and then she'll speak. The conversation only lasts like 30 seconds. It never was long. She would hit me more than I ever hit her, and it was only about business. So as far as she talking about the hotel or whatever, she sent me an address, and I went to her address, and I happened to be at a gas station. It was like a turnaround from the highway. So I showed her where I was at. She was like, I'm coming up there. When I hugged her, I get she's bigger than me. I ain't but so big now. So it's like when I hugged her, I came like this, but I put one knee not in front of her, but you know, it ain't like what she say, penis to. I'm like, what, man? I told my dad, I said, man, it's crazy. In North Carolina, man, you give a hug, you pat, and you keep going. And I said, all right, let's go get you something to eat for your birthday. She like, okay. She got in the car. We went to go. My manager called and said that I needed to do a load. I got to pick up a load. So I was like, she was like, is she in the car with you? Because I wanted her to meet her. Because we're doing a podcast. Supposed to be the 29th, this Saturday. But we'll get to that. And so she was like, bring her with you. She was like, you can pick up the load. This was first. You can pick up the load and just take her with you and drop off. So I was like, all right, you might have to ride with me about 10, 20 minutes out of the way. Then she was like, my boss said, don't worry about it, I just take her. So I was like, all right. I said, what you want to eat? She said, sunset. I take the here, right? Get her something that I pay for. She said, okay. My boss called back, and she felt something strange with her. But she don't know this, though. My boss did. You know what I'm saying? But since she wanted to play it like that, they started talking about something. And the girl thought I was holy or something. So my boss she said, don't tell you that. And I was like, why would she say something? Like, I was kind of weirded out because I'm not saved or nothing. You know what I'm saying? People do what they got to do to survive. But if I'm helping you and I turn you on to somebody to help you, to take you on a ride to your house, and y'all start talking about whatever y'all talk about, then it's like, I ain't got nothing to do with that. But I'm not no sinner or no saint just because you like to think that I'm in the blind of what you got going on. It was like more of keeping me out of the way. So my boss had told me, she was like, I don't know why she did it. Maybe she thinks you're a good person and she don't want to be looked bad at. And so I'm like, that still ain't made no sense. So I called her on that. And she tried to act like she didn't know what I was talking about. But I know my boss for years. You know what I'm saying? And she ain't gonna lie on no shit like that. So I was like, damn, okay. So I just rushed the conversation. I said, don't worry about it. I said, we'll come get you, da-da-da-da. So on her birthday, I happened to come back down there. That's when she said I had seen her. That was the birthday when I came back down.
Mm-hmm.
All right. She was calling me after that, and as far as the bus ticket, that was strange too. She had hit me, what was it, 3 days ago? Because I just got back about 4, 5 days ago. All right. And when she hit me, she had said that when I had texted her, I said, is everything okay? Da-da-da-da-da-da. She said she was going through something with her sister at the hotel about kicking her out and all this stuff. It's not you, nothing. I still want to meet you guys. I said, oh, because I didn't know. Instead of buying all this stuff, and the name of it was Ruby's Women Empowerment. And we came up with 3 people with a vision because we ain't non-profit organization. We just some people that was trying to help, bro. That's it. We got cheaper resources down here. My heart goes out to the homeless people, felons, cancer patients. Bro, we going through stuff in Fayetteville, North Carolina. So for her to just switch it up, a lot of my peoples and a lot of Vicky peoples that work with her, we're doing donations. Man, we had place. I don't know what she talking about when she talking about hairdos, and she never.
So let me pause it for a second. So, and I get all that, right? And 100%. You know, that's why I want to let people tell their story. So, you know, one of the first things people will notice, I haven't really cut you off a whole lot or jumped in and asked a whole lot of questions. But all right, so just, you know, so I get all that. I hear your side, right? And so, and we've already asked, so you didn't say any backshots, you didn't do any of that. One of the reasons why people was, a lot of people in the comments was speculating, and of course this is, wild speculation, but they were speculating that, you may have been trying to traffic her. What's your response to that?
That's what I was trying to tell you. When you got a good heart and you're just trying to help some people and you coming from North Carolina and you got different resources that maybe I don't go to Georgia enough to know what's cheaper or what's cheaper. But watching this show is the same thing as donations, man. I hit her up with $1 because I hit Jemiah up and it had Jemiah 88. Now I typed in half the name, new with technology. I typed in half the name and it was the screenshot of the girl Jemiah on your show. So me being dumb, I sent $1 for being smart too. Because I'm like, I'm not about to send no real money until I tell this person, I appreciate what you're doing. Keep your head up. Let them hear what they had to say because she's going through the similar story with her mom. You know what I'm saying? With the situation she has going on. So, it was never trying to traffic nobody. I mean, we drive Sprinter vans. So if she would have thought that, we drive Sprinter.
And the reason people took it a step further and was saying that if you tried to do that to Ruby, were you possibly involved with something with Jemiah?
Nah, we from Fayetteville, man. We working people, bruh. And like I was telling her, I never said I was going to be bigger than you. I wanted to take what she did and make it look better. You know what I'm saying? Like, she didn't have no women empowerment. So we was creating all this for her and taking it up there. And on the Mother's Day, we had a podcast on the 29th supposed to come up. But I guess that's not going to happen. And then on the 12th Mother's Day weekend, we was coming down there. As far as the hotel, this is the hotel situation. The other hotel she mentioned. My boss gets hotels for $50 across the world as long as she there. She live in Atlanta. So she was going to get a very nice hotel for the podcast. We was going to get a suite, but they turned around and said, what is it called when you got a door on the other side? Like double rooms. Mm-hmm, so I was telling her every step. Like anything that I called her about was about that. You know what I'm saying?
So let me ask. So okay. So I mean, and are you in a like a polyamorous relationship? Is that what's going on?
Nah, I told her I'm into poly.
Okay, but you're not currently in a poly relationship? Okay, so you just have
friends.
Oh, so neither one of them is in a relationship with you?
No.
Okay, so was there any romantic interest in Ruby at all?
Nah, because they can tell you that. They can tell you that because I told them, I was like, that's not the goal to be trying to do nothing with her. It's not personal. It's bigger than me on why I'm doing it.
So why do you think Ruby read it that way?
Well, like I'm saying, I ain't trying to diss her, but how she did it was kind of foul. I don't really believe nothing she say, bro. Like how she did me and how I read the comments and when I woke up and seen it, because we watch the show faithfully. I just told you, I'm a Gemini, so I can believe certain stuff.
Man, so shout out to them Geminis, man.
I felt the feeling that I told the girl stage prior. I said, she should talk to Marcus and tell Marcus that he need to come there the day of so he can see what she's doing to make her look good. She didn't pay for none of this stuff. The stuff that was going to be paid for, the shirts, I done talked to everybody that I knew to get everything done. She supposed to came down here so she could put finishing touches on, meaning like what she want on the shirt. She wanted to be there and everything. So I don't understand why she switched it up and tried to make it seem like something else. But I think when you said that, she ran with that because she thought about it. And if you pay attention, she never looked at the whole thing when you might have asked her certain things. I guess you were cutting her off because you ain't believe that either, man. Like, come on, bro. There's some good people out here.
Well, listen, I mean, I let people tell their story, right? And and what I try to do is I try not to have any pre-thoughts, right? Or prejudge the situation anyway, because I've been so shocked by some of the developments of some of the stories that I've worked on. And there's some stuff that I haven't even posted. Like, people are going to have to wait until probably I'm gone. They'll get like the full story about some of these interviews, man, because it can just go in any direction. And so, yeah, I mean, that's why I'm asking you, why do you think she felt that way? Because Well, and I guess I'll take it a step further and say, when you look back on it, was there anything that you felt like could have been misconstrued as you being
Nah,
sexual or anything like that?
nah, to be honest, man, like I'm saying, I ain't trying to do what she had done, but as of talking with her, as of watching certain other stories that she been in, I have my own personal view about who I think she is or what she done or whatever. I just choose not to do what she did. In North Carolina, we're not going to do all that. We're not going to sit here and badmouth somebody, but we want people to understand the real story. And the real story is what I said. Like, ain't nobody try to come at that girl, make her feel any kind of way. I got receipts, I got texts, like none of the text, even down to her picture. Like, we was trying to get everything situated, bro. It was never trying to do nothing with that girl. She knew about my situation when she asked because she was on the phone talking to somebody, and it was a couple people that, you know, they were guys. And then if you saying you love this person and you miss them, while we was in the van, she was on the phone the whole time, talking to, you know, whatever they was talking about on the phone. That I'm like, okay, you know, and so I was like, when she got off the phone, I said, is that your boyfriend or something? And she like, nah, like, I mean, you ain't got to lie to me, just be straight up, you know, like, if you in love with him, shit, I'm cool with that, you know what I'm saying? I don't want him to think nothing else. So that's how we were doing North Carolina. If that's your boyfriend, let him know I'm just helping out. So she had told him prior, this the guy that was doing this, but I'm like, I know it can seem overwhelming from what I got from her the other day, when somebody just popping up saying they're gonna help you. But I text on Cash App with $1 off of the fake person doing Jemiah, and when I watched the screen again, Jemiah had 1-8,
Yeah.
not 2 8s.
Yep.
So when I hit her up, I only hit her up with $1 to say, hey, I know you don't know me, but can you call me? Yeah, my intentions was all good, bro, all the way out, bro. I'm disappointed that she did that because she needed more money, if you ask me, and I ain't trying to like drag her. It just seemed like she needed more money, and I guess when you said sort of like sex trafficking, she like, yeah, you can tell she ain't that bright. You know what I'm saying? Like, who gonna sex traffic you? Everybody know me down here. Ain't nobody gonna think nothing of that, of me down here. Because it's not like that, bro. It's not like that. They know I got a good heart. I fed the homeless when the hurricane came down here. Hey, a felon that did it by myself, and I ain't trying to talk too much about me, that did it by myself, fed police and all, even though I don't like how they probably mistreated me in my past. But hey, man, life goes on, bro. Like, I got a question for you right quick, Marcus.
Go ahead. Interview the interviewer.
I just got one question. I love you, bro. I love what you're doing, bro. Straight up.
All right.
When you do this when Chris said he needed a size 7 shoe, he wearing 9. Bro, I break down, bro. I wear 9s, bro. Money don't mean nothing to me, bro. And if you a Gemini, if your heart's somewhere, bro, it's bigger than you, bro. This ain't got nothing to do with me with helping her. I came specifically for her because she had more mental state than trying to give. I gave Chris money. I gave this. It's on my Facebook. I met this transgender that they telling me you're an angel. They telling me, are you a preacher? I'm like, why? They were like, because you came to my distress. And I said, bro, I don't know what I'm gonna do. The last person, I said, but I'm gonna do something. And they were like, man, I'm gonna hold you up to it because you got a face you won't forget. I said, I'm gonna do something. When I got back and Ruby called us off of that $1, I said, I ran in here to her and Vicky. Vicky's at work right now. I ran into her and Vicky and I said, hey man, she's on the phone. We were so excited. And I say, what can we do to help your cause?
So you felt like that was kind of like meant to happen type moment, because you had said that, hey, if there's anybody, if I can do something, I need to do something, and then boom, she called, right? I get it.
Man,
I get it.
It was a blessing because she had more of a mental state. I'm going to go down there and I was going to take shoes off of what you just showed Chris again. I met Chris down there. I met Chris and a couple other people, but the stories of, some people wanted to hug the ladies and they were like, man, they were crying outside. They were like, don't give up on who you see me as. And one person badge had a scruffy looking man. He was like, do you see that person now? I'm like, yeah. He's like, I'm the same person you see now. I'm like, hold on, I had to double take. Because a lot of stuff were wild. So I'm like, oh man, for real, that is you. And I caught the metaphor. That's what really got me. He like, people see this person and treat me differently. With a whole time with a shave and a wash, I'm still the same person. Bruh, that affected me so much, bruh. Like, on my Facebook, it was called My Journey. And the first one with Chris, I said, I was watching this show called Atlanta Street Interviews. bruh, I'm never gonna take away from another black man doing it right. People know the difference when somebody's getting up here to take advantage of people, and then you got people that can be taken advantage of, like me. You trying to take advantage of somebody trying to help you, bruh. But that's not.
Trust me, I've been there, man. Trust me, I've been there. So, all right, man. Well, listen, like I say, man, I appreciate you taking the time and giving us your perspective, especially with, you know, a lot of people, like I say, connecting that to the Jemiah situation and, you know, speculating that things could be even more nefarious than what they are. So, all right, well, look, man, we really appreciate you, brother. We really appreciate you. You know, listen, continue to have a heart to help people no matter what. Is what I found to be the best way to go about doing it, man. All right, so we appreciate you, man. And
appreciate y'all too, bro.
100%. Listen, we wish you nothing but the best. All right, my boy?
Thank you, man.
Yes,
Appreciate
sir. All day, man. All day.